I'm lucky to be sitting in this bed, talking to y'all, doing an interview. It's been a month, and I'm still not out of the woods yet.
So many of you called and emailed us about a story we first brought you yesterday. We showed you how a trip to the beach turned into a life or death struggle for a Central Texas man. Robbie Seiler went fishing near Corpus Christi, got into the water with a small cut on his leg, and got an infection, flesh-eating bacteria called Vibrio. His organs quickly failed and doctors amputated his leg above the knee. His family says he nearly died.
Today, we wanted to know how easy is it to catch Vibrio?
And how would someone know when they have the flesh-eating bacteria? KVUE's Jenny Lee sat down with the doctor. And Jenny, can a healthy person catch this bacteria?
Well, Quita and Mike, anyone can catch anything, but typically, no. It's much harder for a healthy person with a healthy immune system to catch Vibrio. But after Robbie Seiler shared his experience, he and this doctor wanted to raise awareness about what Vibrio can do. Robbie Seiler's recovery from Vibrio will be a long one.
I don't wish this on anybody.
He barely survived. The avid fisherman ended up losing his left leg after a weekend in Baffin Bay on Father's Day weekend. The last few weeks are ones his wife won't soon forget.
We never asked the doctors what his prognosis was, and they never offered it to us. And I think it was because his chances of survival at that time were very low.
So this is not common.
Dr. Shantanu Naik is a critical care doctor at Ascension Seton Williamson, the same hospital where Robbie Seiler was diagnosed with Vibrio. He did not treat Seiler. He says Vibrio is more common now during the warm summer months.
This organism kind of just floats in the water. It's associated with oysters, which are there to kind of filter the water.
He points out there are certain people who are more susceptible to the bacteria.
So typically it's patients with diabetes, peripheral vascular disease, which means reduced blood flow to the limbs. Anybody on immunosuppression, so medications that can cause you to be immunocompromised, chronic liver disease also.
Symptoms to watch out for?
Don't start developing systemic symptoms like fevers, chills, anything that makes you feel poorly, nausea, diarrhea, things like that.
And if you have a cut, you need to watch it carefully.
Typically, around the cut, you'll see some redness, you may see some drainage, but that area of redness grows very quickly. That rate of growth is what is of most concern, and that tells you that bacteria is moving very quickly.
And Dr. Naik also warns that you can catch Vibrio from eating raw oysters, but it's typically in patients with underlying liver disease. So Dr. Naik recommends being careful when handling fish and shellfish, wearing protective gear on your feet when you go in the water, and when you go in the water, make sure you don't have any cuts.
Good to know. Yeah, you don't think very much about that sort of
You don't. When you're at the
yeah.
beach, you go in the water, you don't expect to get something like that.